When you get into the House of Representatives, you're not gonna do any of the telephone town hall meetings, like Shower did.
I did those.
He
too.
did.
You did?
I did a
He
lot.
was one of the first ones. We went to that.
So the last thing you say before you start the meeting is that this is being paid for by your taxpayer dollars.
It's being paid for by my budget, 1.3 that I had. And we did.
That's what's coming out of.
That's coming out of that. And we decided that it would be better, and we didn't do the screening until town hall. It was an open town hall, and first come, first served onto that. And I would sit in my office, in the Cannon House Office building of an evening between 7 and 8, and we would take the calls and take the comments. And we felt that it was our responsibility, again, whether in person, we did well over 100 live town halls back in the district. We did 29 teletown halls as well. And felt that that was probably better than some of the franking dollars that we would spend. We did that too, sending out information. And I can tell you that Speaker Pelosi didn't let us get away with some of the stuff that I see Mark Showers coming out, almost political in nature, campaign in nature. Because the Speaker controls the franking, and controls what goes out. But no, I wouldn't commit to not doing teletown halls. They were so valuable for so many people who couldn't come to a town hall meeting, who were shut-ins and what else. Plus, if I'm tied up in session, better than being out drinking with the boys, sitting in a town hall and talking to people back in my district. So, and the beauty of that, people don't have to get on. They can sit down.
I was a little irritating in Shower there.
Yeah.
I did get on to one and all over the political speech.
But we had a number of people who get on and give me a political speech from the other side of the aisle as well. But hey, that's the way it is. And again, we decide how we use that 1.3, and we just determined that that was probably a good way of doing it. When we couldn't be back in the district, we could still be back in the district. Didn't make sense.
Another thing Mr. Walberg has done is he's made them open. There's always been in the newspaper or something somewhere that Mr. Walberg can meet with whoever wants to come to these open town hall things. And Shower, he came to Adrian one time, and it was at the government building, I think, wasn't it? And it wasn't televised at all until it was going on. It was then it was finally on the radio saying, oh, if you want to go. All by then, all his people that he wanted there were there, and nobody else was allowed in.
That was after the fifth Monday forum, the seniors.
Yeah.
And
For seniors.
at the Human Service Building.
And I was so disgusted with that. I thought, this man has the gall to say that he votes with the people when he never even meets with the people, because he doesn't want to meet with.
Well, we hold open, unscreened town hall meetings, and we did it in August, on the 5 August town hall meetings at healthcare. We had wonderful meetings, and there was a cross spectrum of people.
You were at your very first one?
Here at the courthouse, and then we did interesting one in Marshall, and people filled the whole room, down the hallways, out in the parking lot, and had one police officer drive through, and there was no problem, so he went away. But we had people who believed in the healthcare reform plan, the takeover, and 80% to 90% of the others didn't, who were there, and they were always respectful to each other. It's the beauty of America. That my former colleague in the State House, Lynn John, who was a liberal Democrat, he was a minister. I was a minister of conservative Republican. And we were on the speaking circuit together for quite a number of times because the uniqueness of us both being ministers and then from the two opposite perspectives. But Lynn and I became friends, disagreed politically, but good friends. And he gave a speech for all of us who were the first term limited class in the state legislature. And the speech was this: go forth and speak loudly of the greatness of the messiness of democracy. I never forgot that. I still got a copy of that speech. He talked about, yes, it's messy, there's passion, there's sometimes argument and debate and disagreement, but in the end, we're Americans, and we generally make the right decision. And I think that right now, with the waking up of America, the Tea Party, the 9/12 years of independence, the Reagan Democrats that are starting to wake up and return and say, you know, I was pretty ticked, but I got on the Republican side because of Reagan, and then you guys are screwing up. But now I've seen my old party is going even further away from why I left it. And they're starting to come back, but they're expecting to vote for conservatives. You've got one for sure in this district, so. Anyway, I'll stay around a little bit longer. If you get a chance to see Dick Johnson on the street or here, please come to this fine restaurant. Dick opened this up for us as a community opportunity, and we appreciate him doing that in the middle of the afternoon. So thank you for it. Did I miss anything, Kent?
We'll have signs outside. If anyone wants to stop.
Kent is my campaign manager. Kathleen is one of our great staff. We have wonderful college staff, limited. They're going hither and yon, meeting each other, going. But great group of people.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.